Welcome to Season 1, Episode 10 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's get into it. Oh, shit.
Time to go! Sir.
Prison food is not good. I know it's not better than your freedom. Okay.
Catherine Shane?
Do you know her?
Had a soft spot for Truffaut movies.
Easy there, charm school, according to these files. Agent Shane could be my mom.
Even if Shane was the agent who dropped you off at the orphanage, it doesn't mean she's your mother. You're still looking at a long road.
Well, it would be a lot shorter if I could access more files. Maybe you could remove my internet nanny. I'm talking about my tracking bracelet.
I got that.
He knows.
But I asked May to look into S.H.I.E.L.D's more restricted files. Agent May specializes in private.
I believe that. If there's anyone on that plane that can keep a secret, it's May. Oh, so these two are together again, huh?
I read your file. Know you favor your left.
What else?
You don't play well with others.
I think I've proven that I can.
Oh, God.
More than once.
No, I don't want flirting between the two of them. I'm not on board with this. Although they are improving the chemistry between these two.
At 0800 hours, 3 men infiltrated the Havenworth Federal Penitentiary. We do have one lead.
Centipede.
Seems they salvaged some of their research from Hong Kong.
Now they can create super soldiers with no fear of explosion.
Right? This is not good news.
Who'd they break out?
Edison Poe. Fell off the grid in 08, reappeared 18 months ago at a diner in Boston.
Where he stabbed a friend's eyes out.
With a steak knife, then finished his meal. We'll be running point, but we won't be working alone.
What team did HQ send for backup?
Not a team, a person.
Who?
Somebody we worked with before?
Not exactly.
Okay. I mean, way to tear up that field, Jesus.
Did I beat Captain America's time?
Oh.
Not even close.
Fuck, what was his name? He was an angel. So, okay, I thought we were done with him. But apparently not.
We need you to suit up.
Makes sense why you said not exactly. Okay. All right, we're on board. I'm caught up now. See, I told you it's been a really long time since I saw those first 2 episodes. I didn't really remember what happened to him.
While I have you in a good mood, you should know that Sky's trying to ID the agent that dropped her off at the orphanage. We agreed to protect her from the truth, so I told her you were looking into it. Everyone deserves a second chance. But let me be clear. There will not be a third.
Understood, sir.
Good.
I'm glad. I like this development. I liked him in the first episode.
Well, it's not like we haven't opened up our doors to other people. People with questionable track records.
Not cool, but true. And don't worry about Mike.
Just saying, this could easily go sideways. I mean, the last time we saw this guy, he was a raging homicidal maniac. He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Mr. Peterson?
But also, just a couple episodes, you were kind of a raging homicidal maniac, so let's chill on the judgment.
Another team might not have let me out of there alive. I owe you.
That's bygones. No water, under a distant bridge, far away. How's your son?
Still with my sister. He thinks I'm working construction, but he's good.
Anything on the Centipede soldiers?
Name's Brian Hayward, stationed in Afghanistan for 3 years, and
Only living relative, Sister Laura, sophomore at the University of Ohio.
She's our best shot at finding Hayward. You and I will go talk to her.
I'm just curious about what you want me to do.
Same.
Right now, I need you to go down to the lab for some tests. I need to understand your limits, for your sake as well as my team's.
I have to put away 4 times what I used to.
And after you use your strength?
Maybe 10 times the food. And I usually crash afterwards. It's really hard on my body.
Hard body. Got it.
You do know we have equipment that can take measurements, no need to do it manually.
My mistake.
She just temporarily forgot about those.
I'm afraid we're terribly curious. How did they stabilize the extremis in you?
And keep you from exploding.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't them. That was you two.
Come again?
What's that?
Your gun. It somehow froze me. Right at the moment I was about to explode. Helped my body absorb the serum. Stabilize. All that, and it didn't even leave a scar, so.
Wow.
Well, I should think not.
Yeah, we could have that, could we? Pretty old. It would be a shame, especially when you're so well formed and symmetrical. When did you stop talking?
About 3 embarrassing sentences ago.
Yeah, You're saying enough for both of you. He doesn't need to.
Be at the school in 10. We'll catch her on her way out.
I don't know that I've ever seen a mirror on, like, the dashboard like that.
Time was you just had to figure them out. Solving the puzzle was half the fun.
You solve a lot of puzzles in your day?
A few.
It could still be his day.
One was especially rewarding.
What happened?
I died.
Oh, yeah, that.
She was a cellist. Portland Symphony. Saw her play whenever I was in town.
That steering wheel's moving so much.
I was gone for months. The Avengers thought I was dead, so I had to keep that up. S.H.I.E.L.D. protocol.
So do they all still think he's dead?
Maybe if she'd been part of the agency.
My experience, that's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, take that to heart. We don't need to be, like, thinking about relationships here. Not with May.
Hey. Colson told me you were helping to, find my long-lost folks, so I'm glad you're in on this with me. It means a lot. Right, I can tell you're really into this. I've done a lot of the heavy lifting already. I came up with a short list. I thought you might
We're
want
on a mission, Sky. Is this why you called me here?
No, I was just working on this while I waited for you.
This is why I don't like May. I like her more than I used to, but...
The clairvoyant does not like to be touched.
Does that mean anything to you?
But it means something to them. To Poe and whoever that woman is.
Her name's Raina.
You know her?
Yeah. She recruited me for Centipede. Came up to me at the hospital where I did my back therapy. Out of the blue. Told me she could change my life.
Well, she did. Much better than prison food.
The steak was to your liking?
Overcooked. And the ambiance.
Excuse us.
We can't overstate the toll this takes on our soldiers. They're drained after every mission. Our men need regular injections, constant upkeep. Difficult when S.H.I.E.L.D. has us on the run.
Yeah.
So these guys have super soldiers, an expert military strategist, and a clairvoyant who can see the future. Anyone else thinking about switching teams?
They couldn't have a psychic. There are none on the index. They're a myth. Ward is approaching Hayward's sister now.
Sorry to bother you, but I was hoping you could help me out.
I hope so too.
I'm looking for your brother, Brian. We're trying to contact Brian. Tell him the good news.
You won the lottery.
$50,000. So if you know where he is...
I don't. Sorry, we're not close. I haven't spoken to him since he got back from Afghanistan.
Now you have a reason to. 50,000 reasons. So let us know if you hear from him.
Okay.
I would so not buy that.
Not sure why you wanted to go with the lottery story, sir. It's a tough sell.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nothing makes people more suspicious than a handsome man offering them free money. She's making the call now.
Yeah.
Brian, it's me. Some guy was just waiting for me at school, said he won the lottery.
Is he local?
No. He's in Oakland, California.
Yeah, other side of the country, actually.
You said you wanted your shot. Here it is.
I won't let you down.
Okay. I feel like something is going to go wrong here.
Having powers is cheating. But the suit's pretty cool.
It's perfect for an array of tactical missions.
Yeah, also measures your heart rate, systolic pressures, and glucose levels.
All while providing state-of-the-art ballistic protection.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, no.
We've never
thank
been so
you.
proud.
We're doing this just us? We've been playing whack-a-mole with these guys since Ward first picked me out of my van. Shouldn't Big S.H.I.E.L.D. be sending in backup?
Trust me, they already did.
I mean, yeah, they did send you something.
Place looks empty now. Think we're too late?
Fitz, dial Hayward's number. Find out.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't go to that. Okay, yeah. All right. I was expecting to be like a bomb or something, but sure.
Coming your way.
Great, great. I feel like that guy was pretty slow there. Yeah. No way it was going to be that easy. Shit. He can't take on all three.
What's happening? His systolic and diastolic pressures are dropping. Sir, he's in bad shape. Between the physical exertion and this wound, his vitals are dangerously low.
Who's behind Centipede?
I won't say anything. I promise. No!
Yeah.
That's Mike Peterson. He hasn't been injected with a serum in a while, but he still has his powers.
What he has is your key to stage 3.
Which is what now? We're going to go after him?
Based on digital reconstruction, we can now confirm that the technology is virtually identical. Hayward's prosthetic is the same internal power source and biomechanics as Amador.
So Centipede also designed the eye implant? They were getting orders. When the tide turned in our favor, Centipede flipped Hayward's kill switch. Can you track the eye feed like before? Find their location?
Nope. They've upgraded since Amador. Their feed's untraceable.
Of course they have.
They're one step ahead of us every time. I need to update HQ. This is bigger than we thought.
Clearly. I feel like you could have come to that conclusion a few episodes ago.
I spoke with the clairvoyant.
And?
I'll share the information when the time is right.
I would love to hear much more than just information. Tell me what he's like.
Never. The last person who tried to learn these things got a knife for it. I don't want to have to do that again, Raina. You have such pretty eyes.
So his friend tried to learn about the clairvoyant?
You can't even whisper to me about him.
I can't. But I did tell the clairvoyant about you. Spoke at length about your many virtues.
How sweet.
How creepy. No.
When we're out in the field, your head needs to be on the op, not on me.
Time out. What are you talking about?
You taking a punch for me?
I took that punch because you're faster than me. It was tactical, not personal. I am not some recruit who can't separate church from state.
See, it's getting in the way, so why don't y'all just stop? Let's just call it quits.
Sorry, I didn't mean to crash.
What do you want? This about that thumb drive again?
Look, I get that you don't want to help with that. Loud and clear, big neon flashing lights, but I didn't ask. Okay,
Coulson doesn't want to tell you the truth. The truth is, you have to decide why you're here. We have a mission, and it's not to find your parents. If you can't put aside your personal attachments, then you shouldn't be here.
You know, last episode, they got me to start liking May a little bit more. They're undoing it all in this one.
You went above and beyond at that warehouse.
I want to be the best.
And that's admirable. But You hadn't left the training facility since you got there, which means you haven't seen your son since Union Station.
Ace is fine. We talk all the time.
It's clearly not fine.
When I took this job, I made a choice. The same choice everyone else here made. This life over the other one. But you have a son. You need to think about him before you make your choice.
That's good advice.
Hey, Ace.
Dad!
And I got some good news. I'm gonna get to come home and see you for a bit.
Awesome! Then maybe you can meet my new friend. She said she knows you. She's here right now.
Where's your Aunt Mindy?
Hello, Mike. Remember when I told you I could change your life?
Oh, fuck. All right, May. Chart a new course.
They want to trade.
Fuck.
Ace for his father.
We fought these guys before.
We don't have a choice. The instructions they gave Mr. Peterson were very specific. I called HQ, told them to stand down.
Stand down.
So we take them along?
We should at least have a hostage rescue unit in support of this.
They said they would murder my son.
Simmons have a non-electronic method of tracking him.
Simmons has fabricated an odorless scent. I have an instrument which can detect it. Works like a bloodhound. Can track someone from over 50 kilometers.
Okay. Well, that's handy.
I don't care what happens to me, as long as my boy is.
I promise you, we're gonna get your son back.
Okay. I feel like this is not going to be as simple as just a trade. They want S.H.I.E.L.D. out as well.
Is Ward in position?
Yes. But I don't like any of this.
Me either. I've been waiting for something to go wrong.
Once the swap happens, I'll fire up my equipment. We'll be able to track you wherever they take you.
Just don't do anything that'll endanger my son.
We won't. But we want to make sure Ace has his dad at the end of the day, too.
Time to go.
I feel like you maybe should have done that inside a vehicle or elsewhere, just in case they're like watching right now and be like, what did they put on his hand? I feel like we should do something about that.
My team won't let you down.
It wasn't supposed to go down like this. We're gonna make this right, I swear.
It's not your fault. Of course.
Your son is adorable.
Bitch.
Let's just make the trade. Give us Ace and you can have him.
Oh, that wasn't the deal.
I'm so sorry.
What's happening here, Mike?
Well, in exchange for his son, we asked Mike to deliver you.
That's why he requested he be the one.
Why do they want you?
I don't know, but if you kill this woman, you'll never see your son again.
The bitch of it is, if Mike had been honest, they could have put that stuff on Coulson's hand. He would have done this.
Dad!
There's his son.
Oh, thank God, I have no stomach for this.
On my mark, activate comms and tracker.
What are they going to do when they see him leaving and Mike walking back? They haven't reacted enough yet. Like, come on. That's not okay.
What happened? They took Coulson.
All right, call it in. We need backup.
Do not engage, they'll kill Coulson. Stand down, I'll contact HQ.
I feel like he could have took them all out really easily right then, but whatever. Because she's not going to be able to do shit. And she might have a gun somewhere, but...
I gotta make something right. Daddy loves you so much. Okay? Stay with Sky. You remember Sky, right? Keep him safe. Take care of my boy!
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Where's Coulson?
Well, that didn't happen. He was not in there. They just want him to think that. There you go. Well, he's going to be okay.
Whatever you think you're doing, it won't work. I won't give you what you want.
You will. And what we want is simple. We want you to tell us about the day after you die.
Oh, shit. Well, good luck with that, because he doesn't even fucking know. Okay. Interesting seeing Mike again. I really didn't remember what happened to him, which is why I was like, it took me a second to catch up that, like, that was him. Because I did watch that episode. It was a couple months ago now. Okay. I mean, I feel like he's dead. Because he was right in the middle of that explosion. And they, like, the whole episode, I felt like something was going to go wrong with him. And, you know, it was this whole thing about, like, him being there for his son. And, you know, you got to make a choice. And then right there at the end when he was like, you know, take care of my son or whatever to Sky, like, that was kind of a goodbye. So I feel like we have lost him. Ward is going to end up being okay. Better be. Yeah, and Coulson's fine. I mean, for lack of a better word, he's still captive. But listen, if it gets me answers on what happened to him, maybe I won't hate it so much. I'm curious because I feel like they have ways of unlocking his memory. Like, they've got some tricks up their sleeves. And yeah, I feel like they might be able to help him remember. So that's exciting. Not the best case scenario for finding out, but again, if it gets its answers, I've been dying to find those out. All right, so I've made this clear, but I'm going to say it again. I'm really not liking how much they're leaning into this May and Ward thing. If it was just like a one-time hookup or like an occasional hookup because they just need to like release some tension or something, you know what I mean? Like, you go through some pretty intense scenarios with each other in their line of work and like maybe you need to get some stuff out every now and then. Fine. But like now they're trying to turn it into this like thing where they actually have like feelings for each other. It's confusing. Like, they're definitely making this bigger than I thought it was going to be, and I am not on board with it. I don't like it because I also still don't think they really have chemistry. Again, it has improved from what it was when it just like came out of fucking nowhere, but I don't like it. And it goes beyond like I want him and Sky to end up having a thing. I do ship the two of them. But it goes beyond that. Like, I just don't buy this. And I see May more as like the mother of the group. And I mean, I know she's older than everyone else. I mean, she still looks fucking amazing. So like, I don't necessarily have a problem with them like being attracted to each other. He's hot, she's hot, whatever, have fun. But like, her role in the group is almost like more, I mean, she's not maternal by any stretch of the imagination, but like, I don't know. I see her more as like the matriarch of the group, but like a really tough one. You know what I mean? Like, she's a hard ass. But she still is the one that like keeps people in line. That's what it kind of is. She's the one that keeps people in check. You know, and she's the one that a lot of times like takes the lead. She has the final say on things a lot of times. Like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's Coulson and then her. So, which I think Ward and her, Coulson's a level 8. Are May and Ward level 7? I think they are. They're level 7, right? So I think technically they're the same, but I still feel like May is more in charge. Like, if you had May and Ward in front of me and they both were telling me things to do, I'm listening to May. She's the one that I'm going to be like, yes, ma'am, whatever you say. Like, she's definitely that authority figure. And I think that's part of why I'm struggling with this whole thing with Ward, is because, like, their dynamic just doesn't fit this whole, like, having feelings for each other thing. I don't know. I just don't like it. So we're going to see how far they go with this. And I mean, I just don't really like May. Which, again, they helped with that a little bit last episode. But, like, I very much appreciate that she's a badass. I love that about her. I love badass female characters. I love very strong female characters, and she definitely gives me that, obviously more so than anyone else in the show. So I can really appreciate that about her character. I don't like mean people, like, and she's just mean. Like, you don't have to be that cold with everybody. You can be distant, you can be professional, that's fine, but you don't need to be an asshole about it. Like, you could be like, hey, listen, now's not the time. We're on a mission. We can maybe talk about this later. You know, and like the stuff with Sky and her mom. She didn't need to be like giving her the fucking stank eye the entire time and like shooting daggers at her, because Sky is rightfully curious about her past. That's a big fucking deal. And May is just like being such a dick about it, and I don't like it. I think that there's a way to do it. I get that she doesn't want to let people in. She has walls up. She is like laser focused on the mission. She wants to be professional. They have a job to do. Fine. But you can get that point across without being actually like mean to other people around you. So that's my problem with May. Again, I am open for that to change. And they gave me more last episode. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing a different side of her. I enjoyed getting backstory on her. And then we just like backslid in this episode. I mean, it was like all the progress we made in the last episode of getting to know her a little bit more. It's just like, okay, and she's right back to how she was. Awesome. So yeah, all right. I'm going to try to not talk about that too much going forward because I know it's going to get old. But that's how I feel. That is my reaction to seeing this show try to push Ward and May further together. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, this was a fine episode. It was okay. Not one of my favorites. I don't know why. Something about the pacing of it just felt a little off to me. And the whole time, like, and this new, what's his name, Poe or whatever, like this new guy. And this, I don't know. I'm intrigued, but like, who is he? Why do we care about him? Why does he have a connection to Clairvoyant? Like, can we get a few answers on that, please? Because he just came out of nowhere, right? Like, he wasn't in the episode, or he wasn't in the show prior to the prison scene episode where they were, him and Raina were talking, right? So, I don't know. This wasn't my favorite episode. It wasn't a bad one, just not one of my favorites. I do like the setup for the next one, though. Like, I like where we're heading with things. I like that now we have to go save Coulson, who generally speaking has been our leader, you know, the one guiding us through all this stuff. And I like the prospect of getting answers about what happened to him. So, yeah. All right, that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with those on Patreon who got this episode a very long time ago, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below and heading over there. In the description below, I will also have the title of the most recent episode they received a full reaction for, so you can know exactly how far ahead they are. If you want to hang out here on YouTube instead, that's absolutely cool. Just make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next episode when it goes out. And hopefully, I'll see you in that one.